So today the kitchen is on another level. Kwe, share, medele, share, kwe, plantain too. Yes, I've taken my kitchen things to the plantain. I'm sure plantain is like, leave me alone. I'm like, no, me and you, we have some business to attend to. Yes, my name is Fafa. Yeah, the creative chef behind Ndudu by Fafa. And Ndudu means food. Food in the Ewe language from Ghana. And my Ewe name is Fafa. Yes. Peace, quiet, patience, you know, all those things. But sometimes I have to get spicy in the kitchen. That's needed, you know. What might we talking about? I'll tell you what. Let's just start. Because this plantain is inspired by a trip that I took to Barbados. And we had lunch at a restaurant called Tides. And they served me this plantain. I was like, I've been frying my plantain like, not like this. Yeah, exactly that. So once you taste it, your reaction is just going to be the same. You're going to be lost for words. Buddy, I'm dying into mokonya kacheko ya fimala. I'm dashim and hamaba awula. Into the army woga. Me like but daddy, Ndudu aka mi duga mi. Ko hana jiba na dunye kwa na van Ndudu ba fa kama glo Ndudu hana glo fa ala ba fiade mi jina Ndudu kanyo nana mila. Agba manya ala panya yo. Eya amada anya kla amada kwa business meeting na enye ya. Ena me kano. We no brody ene me na just say yenya asem. But they say John and let them know business. Yeah. Me do another level. Okay, meaning Amada, Nishi Amada ne nkele business. It won't ya. What have I just said? I was just like, yeah, plantain is like, leave me alone. Just enjoy me the way you do. I'm like, no. When I found out about the other way of enjoying you. So of course, I hope you're inspired to try this recipe. Yeah, normal plantain, boring. Okay, so now the kitchen begins. Now, once you try this recipe, you're not going to be frying your plantain in that boring manner anymore. You're going to be coating it in some crunchy loveliness. Anyway, so I've got my ripened plantain here. Not over ripened, but just so. And I'm going to peel it. It's so easy to peel, and then slice it. This is where it gets exciting because you can be creative with the shapes. You can go for the normal slanted shape. You can do it in the horizontal way. You can create that whole sort of plantain steaks. I mean, this is fun. This is where, you can just incorporate anything that you want. So as you can see here, I've just divided that in half, and I've also then divided again, as you can see, and I'm just leaving others in that beautiful long stick way, so you can scoop your guacamole with it as you do if you're serving it with anything else, or you could just do that killer willy shape, whatever. You don't restrict yourself when it comes to food. It's about what makes you happy as well. You work hard. So I always have that belief that you need to treat yourself from time to time. So now that you've actually done all your shapes and your shenanigans and you're happy, now we're going to move to the next level, as you do. So I am going to wash my plantain because, of course, I have been touching the skin and, I have been slicing it. So just wash it, bring it back, drain the water, add my salt to taste, absolutely. And then I mix everything till it's well combined, as I always say. Now I'm going to move to the next step. So here I've got 1 egg, I've got my breadcrumbs, and I have got my cornmeal. Absolutely. Now do bear in mind, if you don't have breadcrumbs or you don't have the cornmeal, why not try your cornflakes? You see, just crush the cornflakes to a little fineness and then follow this procedure. So, it's gluten-free as well, and it's incredible. Now, one thing is when, you're frying and you have to coat things with the egg, there's a tendency of having the leftover egg. So I have stuck to 1 egg for the 2 plantains. So I've whisked the egg till it's well combined, and now I'm mixing it with the salted plantain. So this is the easiest way, and this is like a quick tip that you don't end up having any waste. So I'm going to mix this together till it's well combined. And as you can see, I've also got my oil that is heating up in my clay pot just on the side. So once it's hot, I'm going to start my shenanigans. I told you this plantain, be easy. Now, if this is your first time for tuning into this channel and you'd like to see more of these videos, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification button. What that means is each time I do upload a video, you are notified of it and you do not miss a thing. Now, ideally, one would use their fingers in, tossing the plantain into the breadcrumbs or the cornmeal. But I find it easier to use a fork and a spoon. And especially because I'm filming as well, then I don't need to be going up and down. So that just works perfectly and, prevents any cross-contamination. Now, for the cornmeal, I use the brand called Pan. Now, this is not a sponsored video, so please bear that in mind. And also for the breadcrumbs, I used the Japanese style ones called the panko breadcrumbs. They're lighter and crunchy and just much better, I think. So yeah, most definitely, they are readily available in most supermarkets, so do try that out. One thing you'd notice by using your fork and spoon, you notice that the cornmeal or the breadcrumbs are not wet, whereby if you used your fingers, you would be scooping loads of the egg mixture into it, and that's where you create the waste. But that little bit of patience just goes a long way. So all I've just done is toast it. I scoop some of the cornmeal, I pour it over it, and it does stick perfectly, as you would see later. And I just scoop it, as you can see. Yes, oh gosh. Trust me. And then I just fry that. Now, frying would take about 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how you like your plantain. Some people like it just slightly golden, others like it dark golden. And, definitely if anything that goes further than that, then you've burnt it. My notification gang in care love or don't Shall you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for the support. I'm Plantain. We love you. You know what I mean? You guys, you rock always. So my plantain has been frying for about 2 minutes, and I just want to check to make sure the coating is intact. Look at that. That's just beautiful. You can just see it's well coated. So yes, this sort of style of cooking works just so perfectly. So yeah, add the egg to it and then use your spoon and your fork and, do your shenanigans as you do. So I'm going to let this fry for about another 5 minutes. Yes, because I like it golden. I like it golden, absolutely. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. I don't know about you. Is your mouth watering? Because mine is. Oh yes, now that is just perfectly golden for me. Look at this, you can see the one with the breadcrumbs as well and the cornmeal. That's just flavor and texture. I love it. And I love that lovely coating around it. So when you're biting into this, you're going to get that crunch. And especially using the cornmeal, I like that as well because it gave it this sort of a Moorish sort of flavor. Yeah, absolutely. So yet again, you repeat the process until you fried everything. So now I'm going to be frying I call it the Johnny Long sticks. I don't even know why I'm calling it Johnny Long sticks, but I do have weird names for things. Anyway, so Johnny Long sticks. I'm now going to coat in that one in my breadcrumbs. So I've done the whole cornmeal thing and look at that. Yet again, yeah, that's working. I'm just doing that gently. And I think my breadcrumbs is definitely not wet and it just works perfectly. Yeah. Now let's see this. So yet again, after 7 to 8 minutes of frying, you end up with this beautiful, crunchy, golden Johnny Long sticks. Why am I even calling this beautiful thing Johnny Long sticks? I don't even know. I'm just going to call it the golden brown long sticks. Can you find a creative name for it maybe? Yeah, please don't read too much into the name. But yeah. I'm just loving this. So you've ended up with your breadcrumb crusted one. You've ended up with a cornmeal crusted one in different shapes, and this is just so exciting. And especially with the kids, that just definitely would get them excited. The beauty about this is once you taste it, you can definitely tell the difference between this as well as the normal plantain that we just fry on its own. I love it. Flavor, texture, infusion. Not much of an infusion, but I'll tell you what, it's just the texture. It's just that, that sweetness of the ripened plantain. And then you're getting that crunchiness. Oh. You know what? You need to bite into this. You need to emulate this recipe. Like I always say to all my recipes anyway. Now, if you do check my blog ndudu.fafa.blogspot.com, I have got various recipes, some that I've not even filmed yet. So you need that inspiration. You need to be checking that blog out. Like, you know what I mean? And I remember when I made these beautiful crunchy plantain, may I say. I'm not going to call them the long sticks anymore. I served it with some avocado and my bean stew. And this is like a great vegetarian dish. Now you'd notice that I've got just the normal fried plantain there, and also got the crunchy bits there because that's how I test the recipe and see does it really work. And I'll tell you what, it does, because you notice that I use less gari for the beans because you've got that crunchiness coming from the plantain. Now you see, this is not any other food. This is Ndudu by Fafa. So yes, Barbados, thank you very much for inspiring me to try this recipe. Oba anichi koredu weji anono meaning ono emala agba amala chilo ala agba for recipe ala mala mata ka bo body agba mama chilo go hey agba mama landu go agba mama chilo go mama landu go ka kamadlechi. Naturally, I'd leave the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog ndudu.fafa.blogspot.com, so do check it out. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, yes, and Twitter as Ndudu by Fafa. Until next time, take care of you, be nice, be beautiful, and be inspired. Tomorrow when you wake up, be a better version of yourself every single day. Much love. Mwah.